Hello, what's up guys? Welcome to this course. In this course, I'm going to teach people how to actually use your Microsoft Access to create a database, to create a table, to store information on your table, to create a relationship between your table, to create queries, etc. Okay, today I'm going to teach you all these on what Microsoft Access. So let's go. First, open your Microsoft Access. Okay, click on blank database. Now create your database name. I call this student db. Okay, click on what create. Okay, they said already I have such file name. No, I'll call this std db. Okay, which is still student database. Click on what create. I still have such. No, dbs. Okay, click on what create database. Now I've actually created our database. So this is our user interface, our Microsoft Access user interface. So actually we have one table. So I want to ask you, do you actually understand what Microsoft Access does? It's actually a database application that help you to create a database and store information. And what is database? Database is actually a collection of selected records. Okay, it's actually a collection of selected records. And in a database there should be series of tables you need to create to store your informations, pass your attributes and everything to it, etc. So right now we have one table over here. So go down to this table here, right click on it, go to design view. Now you have to put your table name. So I'm calling this table std reg. Click on OK. Now we have ID here, so I call this std id. This is what should be on auto number. Okay, this is actually a primary key. Is a unique identification of numbers. Okay, so now another information I need from the student is the first name, the last name, your hometown, your matric number, your level, your group. Okay, now all this should be in short text. Now this is a data type. Now another thing I think I need here is date of birth, DOB. Okay, and the data type here should be date/time. Okay, so good, we are actually good to go here. First name, hometown, matric number, level and group. So now there's an option here we call description, and it's actually optional. What actually do this description means? These descriptions actually means trying to give a brief description to your clients, to your users, okay, on what to enter on each field. Okay, let's assume in your first name you tell them that the first name is the description here is that the first name is always your surname. Okay, so that they actually get to know that what is requested of them there is actually their surname. So another thing, I need to add something to this. If you want to actually add a row to your field, what you have to do, click on the particular row you want to add, right click on it, click on insert row. Now I have an empty row here. I need to add campus. Okay, to be a short text. Okay, so I believe I'm good to go. if you want to delete a row, just select the particular row you want to delete, right click on it, click on what, delete. Okay, as simple as that. So now I think I'm done creating a table, so I need to save it. Right click on it, click on what, save. So you can double click on the table right here. Now the first name, I go with Elizabeth. Last name, last name Queen. My hometown, Itupa. My matric number, HD 2018/000/CS. Level, HND2. Group A. Campus West. DOB. Okay, now I need to add another information. King Blessing, Imo, HD 2018/001/CS. HND2. Group B. East. Date of birth. Okay, so now I'll click on this. I want to add something to I want to teach you something about having a criteria. Okay, I want to teach you something about having a criteria of validation rule when you're trying to create your table. Okay, so go to your design view. In this campus, I have to select campus. So in this field properties over here, we have default value, we have validation rule, we have validation text. I want to teach you because it's always necessary as a database administrator or database designer. You actually need to get used to this so that whenever someone is entering a wrong information to your field, it will automatically do what? Ignore it and pop out an error message. Okay, and that makes you a professional. So right now, go to your validation rule. In this our campus, we actually need two things from our campus. We have our East campus and we have a West campus. Okay, so here now we need to add a validation rule of what? West campus or East campus. Okay, now the default value should be East campus. So what is default value all about? Default value is actually like a placeholder. You understand? It's actually like a placeholder to the field, to that particular field in your table. So you're trying to insert it will actually be there as a placeholder. Okay, now another thing is validation text. What is validation text? Validation text is actually a message that pops out whenever you violate the validation rule. If you actually go contrary to the validation rule, a text will pop out, and that text is known as what? Validation text. So let's assume you violated the validation rule. The text that should appear is invalid entry. Okay, so I need to put my quote over here. There should be a quote here, beginning and end. Okay, so now another thing I want to teach you is how to put a combo box to whatever you are doing. So let's assume in the level. Okay, no, let's go with group. You actually want to use a combo box here. Okay, so what do you have to do? Select this man, go to your data type, click on it, go to lookup wizard, click on lookup wizard. I will type in the values that I want. Okay, click on it, then click on what next. Now this is the what column 1. You have to enter the actual information you actually need to be on that what column. Now the first one is A, and the second one is what B, the third one is what C. So you actually have group A, B, and C in the what department. So you click what finish. Boom, that is it. So actually we have to save our table. Yes. Do you want to keep the testing with the new settings? No. Okay. So actually I will double click here. No, there is a mistake somewhere. I need to wipe these informations here. Since I'm trying to make changes to these two fields. Okay, let me go back. Go to design view, select campus. The validation rule is West Campus or East Campus. Okay, so I think we are actually good to go, and I think our group, I've done what I'm supposed to do here. Go to lookup wizard. I will type in myself, click next. Okay, A, B, and what C. Click on what finish. So you will actually save your table. Have been changed. It that may not be valid for the new rules. This process may take a long time. Do you want exit data to be tested with you? Yes. Okay, so I double click on this man. So if you click here, you see that we have a combo box down here. We have A, we have B, and we have what C. So depending on the group you are, if it is A, click on what A. Then the campus, we have so because I never imputed East Campus or West Campus, the validation text have actually told me, Madam, you've actually violated the what validation rule, and it's telling me what invalid entry. I said okay, so I have to change to what East Campus. Now the next one, I have to click here, click down here, select your group, select group B. I choose West Campus. Okay, so I need to add another information here. Merit, Ibezi. Okay, from okay, ND 2015/009/CS ND2 okay. Now he's in group C. Now date of birth, okay. So I think we're actually good to go. We save our what data. Okay, even if we close this data, whenever we can go out and come back again, you just double click here, you get your what information. This is actually how to store what your records in your what table. Okay, now the next thing I want to teach you is how to get a report of the records in your table. Okay, now this is my table. I need to get a record of the information in this table. I go to what create, click on what report. So actually this is the actual report of the student that I have from beginning to end. Okay, so actually you can play around with this. You can give it a theme color. Okay, you can actually change this, give it a theme color depending on what you want to do. Okay, you can change your font, etc. Just play around with it. Okay, now after that, right click on it, click on what, save, click what, okay. Now we have our report. This is a table, this is a report. Okay, so you can close. Whenever you want, just double click on your record, you just get to see your what, record. Okay, that is how you can actually create our what, report. Now another thing is, if you want to create a form, okay, let's assume you don't like this interface, you want to create a form, just click on your table that you want to create the form from, go to create, click on what, form. Now this is actually your form. You can still play around with it. You can change the theme color, you can change the font size, you can change whatever you want. Okay, you can still click on what, save, click what, okay. Now your form is actually saved here. Whenever you want, you can just double click on it to open it. It's as simple as that. Now another thing I want to teach you about is how to create relationship between what, table. Okay, so right now I need to create another table to show you how to create relationship between what, tables. And for you to create relationship between tables, you have to have one thing in mind. In between the two tables, there should be a field that is related to what, each other. There should be a field that is of the same. Okay, there should be a same field in the two of them that can give you the access to create a relationship between the first table and the what, second table. Okay, right here I want to create a new table. I go to create, click on what, table. I right click here, go to design view. The table name is let me call the table name std info. Okay, click OK. Now I have the first one I have here is my ID, auto increment, my primary key. Okay, so if you don't want this primary key, you can click here to remove it. Okay, but I don't want to remove it. So the next thing I need is that unique ID in my first what, student what, reg. Now I have to say std ID, which is the same field that I'm going to use to what, create the relationship, because this std ID is also a field in what, a different what, table. So it is actually a number. This is a number. Now another one is you got to tell us your faculty is a short test. Then payment, have you made a payment, yes or no? Okay, so this is all for this particular student information. So we have to actually save our table. Okay, so open our student information table. I go with this ID, the second ID. Let me go with the first one. Faculty is SSIT, payment, yes. Then the second person, department is SET, faculty is SET, he hasn't made the payment. The third person is SBMT, the person haven't made his or her what, payment. Now I want to create a relationship between these two tables and get information of students that have actually made payment and the information of the students that have not made their what, payment. So how do we go about that? So we need to get information we need to create a relationship between the two tables, get the name of the student, get their faculty and everything, then the information if they've actually paid or not. So how do we do that? First I need to save my table, click on save. Now I go to what, create. Now we have query wizard, we have query design. So I click on what, query design, because I actually want to design my query myself. So click on what, query design. Now if you watch here, we have what, two tables. This is the first one and this is the second one. So you use your control key, hold your control key, click the first one, hold your control key, click the second one, click on what, add. Now do what, close. So automatically it have created a what, a relationship between the std in the information and std in what, wage. If at all you want to create another relationship, you just have to pick up that particular field that you want and create the relationship here. Okay, but I actually don't want to do this. Okay, so I have to delete this. Okay, now I've deleted that relationship. The only relationship I want is std and what, std. Okay, so right here I need information from this table. I need the first name, I need the last name, I need the matric number, I need the level, I need the group, I need the campus. What else? That's okay. Then here I actually need the faculty and the payment. Okay, so I can now save my what, query. Click on what, save. I call this what, relation. Click what, okay. Now actually if you watch over here, we have what, query, and then the name of our first query is what, relation. Okay, so now if you want to get a criteria, okay, of this information, maybe you want to get information about all these students, just click on data sheet view to actually give information about these 3 people. Okay, now if you want to make a criteria on the actual people that you want to get their information, on the actual people you want to see their information right now, just go back to your design view, set your criteria. I'm setting my criteria under payment. I want to see information of students who have what, made their payment. Okay, now I have to say equal to what, yes. Okay, what do I mean by yes? If you've actually made your what, payment, I need to see your what, information. So you have to save your what, query, save. Now click on what, data sheet view. Now the only person that have made payment is who, Elizabeth. Okay, so look at the information of the students who have actually made their what, payment. So if I actually want to get the information of people that have not actually made their payment, I'll just go straight to my design. I'll now change this command here to what, no. Okay, now I have to save my relation, save. Now click on what, data sheet view. Now look at the 2 people that have not actually made their what, payment. Okay, so this is how to create a relationship. Like if you watch now, this first name is from a different table, last name is from a different table. Okay, this first name, last name, matric number, level and group, campus are actually from different table, while faculty and payment are from different table. But they actually what, they actually set a relationship between the two what, between the two tables, and was actually able to get my what, informations. So if you want to know the SQL query under this that made this possible, just click on your what, SQL down here. Now look at the SQL command that actually made this. Select. Okay, what do you mean by select? Get student wage. If you select, he's trying to tell you to select something from student wage, which is a table name. And what are you to get there? The first thing is the first name, another thing is the last name, the matric number, the level, the group, the campus. Then another thing is to get faculty from a different what, table, student information, payment from what, student information. Then inner join, like join the 2 tables. This is creating a relationship between the what, between the 2 tables. So I don't know if you're trying to understand me. I mean getting a creating a relationship between the 2 tables. That is what I mean by inner join there. So this is actually the SQL query behind the what, the wizard, the query wizard. Okay, so that is actually how to like make your query, how to see your SQL, how to create relationship between your tables and all the rest. So thank you so much for watching. I believe this video have actually impacted a little bit on you. Thank you so much for watching, and God